this working? I don't know. I don't even know if it's working, man. Oh my god, we'll see. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can open up the stream. Twitch.tv. Let's see. Oh, there I am. Oh, I forgot to change the category. That's important. Good catch, me. How do I have to go on Twitch, don't I? Hold on. I'm in the wrong category. Hold on. Must fix. Shut up. Okay, edit stream info. Okay, and then we put in Limbus Company. Limbus Company. Done. Okay, we've updated. We've done it. This is this is such a scuffed stream. If I force Ian to go through and edit this later, he's gonna get to this one and fucking kill me. Alright, let's... I need to resize the game window. That's close enough. So... Wait, is this... What? Hold on, what resolution am I streaming in? I need to check. Because this is like the Omori size. Am I actually... It's so low quality. That's fine, I'll lean into it, dude. Whatever, man. Oh hey, I get some money. Money! Money! Well, let's do it. I can't believe new Mirror Dungeon just dropped. Where's the other one? Let's do our dailies. Okay, this is not the team. This is not the team. Okay, thank God. Who was equipped on Team 1? It's Heathcliff, Ishmael, Yi-Sang. I had Yi-Sang equipped. Huh. Okay. I still don't remember what this team is supposed to be doing. Okay. So I have muted it because, as you may have noticed, I don't have headphones. I'm at home. I have nothing. Oh, I can plug into my mouse, actually. And I can play for a little bit. but so I missed yesterday. I missed yesterday because I had to drive, and ugh. What is with the DPI on this mouse? Is terrible. All right, whatever. Really good quality stream. Really good quality. It's so granulated, isn't it? Maybe I can put some. No, I don't need to put a voice effect on my voice. I don't need a voice effect, right? Because I'm already using onboard mic. Hey, but at least I got my books. I got my books. Oshinoko, your ending was pretty bad. Pretty bad ending for that one. Hi, Clever. I did miss yesterday. It was so I explained this. That's why I'm playing today, and you you may notice the quality is a bit different. I do in fact have a slightly different setup. You may notice Heathcliff's not in the bottom right corner. It's because I'm on my laptop and I don't have my mic, and I'm streaming from OBS. So really, it's it's all messed up. But the good thing is that this is the only week where this is happening. Is that we'll be right back for next Tuesday. So I did I was intending to stream yesterday, but I got so I was going home for the holidays, and I had to drive, right? And I was planning on playing yesterday, but I got home at like 1 a.m. and I forgot the Wi-Fi here shuts off at 1 a.m. I keep forgetting every time. So in the future, I have made a Blue Sky account and I've linked it to my Twitch. So in the future, I will be posting updates on streams, which is mostly going to be if I'm not going to play Limbus. If Limbus is delayed, um, I'll make a post about how it's going to be delayed. But yeah, I was thinking like, man, it sure is weird that it's called the Mirror of the Wuthering, but it's not Heathcliff time anymore. But it is Heathcliff time, or it was Heathcliff time, I guess. I guess the new Mirror Dungeon comes out later. No, the new mirror is out. It's right there. The Mirror of the Dreaming. Unless that's not what you're referring to. Oh, okay. Uh, well, last week I did do all my dailies. Am I gonna do samurai? What the hell is samurai? This is for XP tickets. I need those tickets. I have actually. Oh, the next minisode. I guess we can. I can't play for long. But yeah, we can do that. So I'm waiting to. I'm stocking up XP tickets until I can get the next person, the next craft. So I started doing Sinclair's shards, but then I realized, oh, I need to have the 400 Otis Ego shards before um when the event happens, so I can actually do it. Well, but first let's use this extraction ticket. Let's see, what are we gonna get? Give me Sinclair. Give me N-Corp Sinclair. It would be so funny. It would be so awesome. We're cooking? She's eating ramen. Alright. And that's it. Oh, we got 50 Faustigo shards. Fantastic. Oh, burn, because she's eating ramen. I get it. And it's hot ramen. Okay. What did I just unlock? What? Okay. Do you get one for every thing you unlock? That's interesting. All right. I'll just do the thread. No, I'm actually not going to. All right, let's get the next part of the story. Oh, this fucking guy. Oh my god. This fucking guy is an asshole. I randomly whenever I randomly get him in the mirror dungeon, he's such a pain. We're finally here. This is so bad. How bad is my microphone quality? Because I am on the tin can mic. Yeah, he's a real mean. And so I'm scared, right? Because usually in the mirror dungeon they suck, right? Heathcliff looked out the rattling bus window with a dour expression. Them describing the bus window as rattling has unlocked so many memories of taking the school bus. Holy. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was grey and opaque, like an overcast sky. Black, pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam. The color remains grey this deep into the heart of the back streets. I recall with quite the certitude that the T-Corp I arrived at after my departure from S-Corp was sepia-hued. This phenomenon can be explained by the fact that the technology used to drain our saturation is situated at the center of T-Corp. It has been reported that such variations in hue may occur in areas further away from its sphere of influence. I understand. Two other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subject Yi-Sang and Faust were about to steer it into. Oh, right, I had something to ask you guys. Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, Gregor Samsa. Your pleas to be called Gregor instead of Bug Guy will never be answered, just like in Franz Kafka's The Trial. But I mean, yeah, that's the buildings here look a little different from where Yi-Sang used to live. So I'm just wondering if there's anything up with that. Exactly, that's exactly what I was about to ask. It's been a while since we started this journey together. I was starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor and Rhodia's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing. Allow me, allow me to demonstrate. To discuss this subject, we must first. Wasn't Yi-Sang an architect? He was an architect, and he architected the child grinding machine from that human interest stories Tumblr post. And Yi-Sang, unknowingly shooting down their effort by jumping onto another complicated discussion, was another sight I'd become familiar with. While I was curious about the technology T-Corp uses to drain our color, and about the behind-the-scenes of T-Corp's operations, it wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting on his lonesome, clearly in deep thought. Clockhead? Still racking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights? What? No, it's nothing like that. Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head. Fine, I was, a little bit, but I was mostly reminiscing. Heathcliff, my beloved. I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. Part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going through the back streets instead of going straight to the T-Corp nest for a reason, and that it was because of the company's orders. Man, maybe they should just tell Dante what's. Why does Virgilius even need to be here? They could just tell Dante what's. No, I think he does need to be here, actually. Maybe there's something for us to do here. Heathcliff did spend some time in the T-Corp backstreets, after all. Maybe we'll run into the Golden Bough here? No chance. If the Golden Bough was as common as any other twig in some backstreets, why'd we be doing any of this globetrotting waste of time? True, I guess. Besides, Wuthering Heights is quite the manor in more ways than one. You won't find it anywhere near some run-down back streets like this. There's a chasm of wealth between these poor alleyway sods and them. After all, they've sent me an invitation. Quite obvious that we'll find our Golden Bough in that manor, ain't it? Or at least somewhere in the same nest. Correct. We will eventually travel to T-Corp's nest. Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was a sort of commotion outside. Before we talk about wherever our eventual destination is, we'll have to clear the road of some blockage. Your intuition is half right, Heathcliff. Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake. Bloody hell, what's wrong with you and the vroom vroom lads? Neither of you have ever do anything with a proper forewarning. I simply did not see the necessity of warning you. Anyway, those outside the bus are our targets. Targets? I believe that he means to say that they must be eliminated. Thank you, Marceau. Marceau speaks with the tone, with sort of like he's reading a grocery list. He's like, we're gonna need 3 tomatoes, 2 onions, and to kill that guy. I feel compelled to let you know that is not the only implication of the word target, though I am yet to be informed of the precise details of this mission, that is. Regardless, you are to make contact with the target among them. Find the target, then extract the necessary intel. Is this clear enough for you, manager? Well, if you're not... What? If you're not sure what we're doing, how am I supposed to know what to get out of him? One in the same. This is just like in Danganronpa when I was mind melding with like Kazuichi. I'm mind melding with Dante. Oh no. Dante asks if there are any identifying characteristics to this target. I'm sure you'll find out when you get there. You're asking me questions I have no answers to, Dante. Don't waste your time. Limbus. Yeah. I just like to imagine Monokuma infiltrating the bus. And every time there's a trial, it's a Yiseng is like, but Monokuma, sir, how could there be a murder trial if no one died? And then the person Heathcliff killed comes back out for the 3rd time. Because Dante's hiding in the corner. I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, we've always managed to pull through anyway. I'm sure things will get a little bit clearer once we get there. I slowly disembarked the bus with the rest of the sinners. I also like the idea of him explaining the you can get out of here by killing someone thing to them, and they just like stare at him. He's like, what? No reaction? No reaction? Come on, it's murder. And they're like, yeah, if you do that, I have no qualms. And then Heathcliff just like obliterates someone. And he's like, can I leave? And he's like, hold on, I haven't explained the class trial. And he's like, oh man, you're gonna put me on trial, man? Get out of here. In it. Okay. Yeah, so we are hold on. I need to there we go. All right, I'm going to respec so that everyone I can include all of the there we go. That's one headed your way, Aniki. Don't worry about me. I'll handle him. Try not to get yourself killed. You got that? What a mess. We walked out of the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of violent gang war. Black cloaks flutter under the gray sky, and bloodthirsty blades clash violently. They sure love their words. Stop not even 30 paces away from the thick of battle. They're the Kurokumo clan? Kurokumo clan? Black Spider. Kurokumo clan. I've heard of them before. I'm sure we had some identities from that syndicate. Some identity cards said Wakashu, too. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the Thumb. The Thumb? I think the identities were outfits similar to the ones they're wearing here. In the library. I think you're right, but who are they fighting? It's gotta be a strife. Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice like he was reading from an encyclopedia. It ain't a rare sight to see syndicates fighting one another in the back streets. Must be something about street tax or some other trivial turf dispute. Leeches! Blood-sucking curs seeking to oppress and exploit the weak with violence. Why, there's nary a place these scum do not infest. Oh, with all the vampires showing up in Don Quixote's chapters, Don Quixote like, I used to be a vampire hunter. I love killing vampires. Wait, is that why Don Quixote's ego does bleed? Because she's killing the vampires? This would be awesome. Leeches and blood-sucking curs are also things you could say about vampires. Just saying. It ain't anything new, Les. Most syndicates are like that. The only difference between them is how far they're willing to go. Or a capitalist. That's true. It's layers. It's almost like the capitalists are vampires. Like, right there he is. Looks like that one over there. The one walking right at us. Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurokumo clan members. The hell are you looking at? Crowding like you're here to start shit. Gonna keep pointing that bat at me? You wanna go? Is that it? Hey, lower your weapon. Let's not do anything rash. No need to escalate this further, is there? And the guy's like, he's obviously still pointing his bat at me. Even with it, he turned around so that with the bat on his shoulder, it would still be pointing at me. Oda stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointed threateningly at the approaching man. Won't matter what we do here. It's a foregone conclusion. That we're gonna have to fight him? Right on, lad. They're in the middle of a strife. They'll be real sensitive about making it clear that this is their turf. What better way to do it than forcing some unwitting travelers to pay the toll for the road? Looks like we've got a smart one here. The Kurokuma clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place. And he might actually own the place, given the fact that he's the guy who owns the place. Just as I begin to wonder about how dumb you could possibly be, you show your shrewd detective side. Gotta say, it's a real mystery. No, he's quite clever. He's pretty smart. Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, I told you so. Well, since it looks like you clowns already know how this works, let me get straight to the point. The point of my sword, ha! The toll is 500,000 on per person. I'm imagining that as yen, so it's not $500,000, but that's still a lot of money. 500,000? Let's see here. 1, 2, right. I count 13 of you here. And since you guys all rode in on a bus, I'm sure there's a driver in there too. Don't you skimp out on us now. I'd like it if we didn't have to make this business messy by going through the bus ourselves. Korean money. Yeah, but I don't know what the like rate on Korean money is. Did you hear that, Dante? This is totally a highway robbery. Did you know that Jerry Seinfeld dated a high schooler? That was fucked up. Well, it didn't matter how much they were asking for. I wasn't going to negotiate. We don't negotiate with terrorists. It's Dante. They're not terrorists. They're just criminals. What, aren't all terrorists criminals? Dante, shut the hell up. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back. Halt there, in that field of battle. Don Quixote pointed at something. There lies a wounded dame. We must make haste and rescue her. Thou wouldst agree, no? Just as Don said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out in the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black cloaks. Oi, what I say about this justice rubbish? This is a syndicate turf war, yeah? No one's more or less honorable than the other. Agreed. It is no complicated mathematics to expect unnecessary allied casualties in this effort, should we involve ourselves in this conflict. Alas, I do not wish to leave her behind so undefended. I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago thanks to Don Quixote's reckless, valiant rescue attempt. Suppose she's learned her lessons by trials of fire. She's starting to show restraint for once. Uh-oh. No, her chapter's next. I think this is a bad sign, honestly. Okay, so do I think that we have to help that woman? I do think we have to help that woman, but... Oh, what? Manager, I didn't think this was what that nod was about. No. I'm not saying we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Virgilius was telling the truth earlier, there's a chance that we were purposefully made to drive right through this strife, which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. They always put us in danger's way for a reason, after all. I just have a feeling that wounded woman might have something to tell us, maybe an intel of some kind. And if it turns out that we were supposed to get that intel from the Kurokumo clan and not that woman, then I suppose we'll have to beat it out of them. Oh. Marvelous, Executive Manager. I, Otis, am actually awestruck by your genius. That's code for normally you have bad ideas, but that's actually a pretty good idea. Actually, is she implying her usual flattery is funny? I'm dying here, Dante. Please don't do this to me. I don't like the way you're treating the Kurokumo clan like we're some pack of stray dogs. And don't think that I missed that sympathetic look you gave her, which can only mean that you clowns are chummy with the Blade Limbus Company. Heathcliff! Kill! I could practically hear our negotiations. Not that I was going to negotiate, falling apart as the man drew his blade. A rational deliberation followed by a sensible decision. I will return my appreciation for your magnificent leadership with a flawless victory. All units, prepare for battle. Alright. Go, Spice Brushy saying. To battle! Yeah, I mean, Amazon Rodion is kind of like self-harm. Because she gets killed by her own... Oh, is there ads? Oh my god. I can't even... OBS doesn't even give me a notification for ads. This is a real scuffed stream. Do 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 do. Okay, we're back. Dur, 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 dur. Oh my god, Heathcliff, how did you lose? Heathcliff, no! Oh my god. No way, it's Heathcliff from Wuthering Heights. I'm your biggest fan. Oh, that guy's dead. He's dead as a doornail. Oh yeah, get those coin flips. I can't even hear the music. Is the music particularly good in this fight? Oh, hi Heathcliff. That one's better. Okay. Do burp. Bam. I don't know why I didn't use my mouse for that. Heathcliff, shoot that man. These people with wielding swords, shoot them. Every time Heathcliff uses this ego or corrodes with this ego, he hits a bunch of people that it did not say in the thing, and so I think it's just like I don't know if it's like I don't know if I can actually control it. Okay, Otis. Okay, we could kill here. Yeah, okay. Heathcliff's racking up them coffins. Some egos get extra attack weight. Oh, okay. Oh, Ryoshu is dead. I really wanted to make I'm in a Vampire the Masquerade game, and I really wanted to make a character based off of Wild Hunt Heathcliff. He just carries around a giant coffin everywhere. And everyone's like, "Yo, why are you carrying a giant coffin?" And he's just like for swag, and then he beats you to death. I thought that would be for my enemies, which isn't as threatening when you're fighting vampires, right? Because they can get out of their coffins, right? When you kill vampires, they actually turn into ash in that universe. Most of the time. So like there's not much They don't get to exist long after you kill them, so there's not much to put in the coffin. It is a cool one-liner, though. Okay. This guy's like, I gotta get out of here. Oh my god. That guy got obliterated. Sad. All bark, no bite. Truly a disappointment. Alright, what does this stand for? The scrubs are all dead, dude. While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side. Hark, art thou, I must check thy pulse. Oh, you can check her pulse through her forehead? I didn't know that was possible. The lady lives. So this lass has the intel we need? The sinners, one by one, began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in all black garb like the Kurokuma clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokuma clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others. Executive Manager, I have questioned some Kurokuma clan members during the battle, but no notable intelligence. but it appeared that no usable intelligence was present. They're all stupid. Kind of reminds me of someone, but I won't say who. So it's just her then. Oh, my gut feelings proved me right. The lady doth appear to be the sole survivor. We must move her to the bus and administer first aid post haste. What dost thou say to that? Yeah, I don't see any other way. We don't carry a first aid kit with us, and I can't turn the clock back to heal her, so... Marceau, do you mind carrying her back to the bus? I don't. I mean, you might as well not ask. Like, if he wants to, just tell him to do it. I'm sure he'd be fine with that. But I mean, I guess it's the thought that counts. Thus we made our way back to the bus, Marceau carrying the dying Blade lineage member. I see that you hauled in another baggage. Virgilius didn't seem very happy about this. Manager, since when did bringing in unauthorized, unverified guests into our bus become such an acceptable practice? We had no choice. We had to save her first if we're going to get answers out of her. Dante explains that this individual will be of no use to us deceased. If she carries the intel we need, we must first ensure that she survives. On that, Faust agrees with Dante's decision. What's done is done. However, do be mindful of bringing in strangers onto this bus from now on, Dante. I had a feeling that Virgilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Welp. I believe that Manager Esquire hath made a decision most just. Thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that this bus was doomed to be eternally uncomfortable, Yi Sang emerged from the back door with the good news. I have done what I can, now. And before he even finished his sentence... Oh. Heathcliff! The lineage of blades. Oh my god. Just like how the crest of flames in Fire Emblem. Not to be confused with the Fire Emblem. Where? TB. Tuberculosis. Is it raining out? No, it's not raining out at all. And it doesn't even sound like it's raining out. Welcome to the bus. And we are an Odachi? Ha! The blade. Oh, that's really stupid. She wakes up from a coma and instantly is like, Odachi, pointing at Ryoshu. Blade lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment. Identify yourselves. Are you with the Kurokumo clan? No. So where... Then why does that woman wield an Odachi? She will not listen. We should kill her. Oh my god. Oh, you know what would be really funny is if there's not a sword in there. Imagine if there's like a 1 inch of blade inside the scabbard. It's broken. That would be really funny, I think. Yeah, I think it would be fun. I don't know how it relates to the story, but I think it would be funny. Like you described how that story goes, and I don't know how that would relate. Maybe it's a paintbrush in there. She pisses me off for two. You piss me off, damn it. 1. She refused to listen, making this conversation longer than it needed to be. 2. She dared to compare their scrap metals to my blade. Okay, it's probably not broken. Is there any reason for me not to proceed with her oof clock? What is oof again? It's like something. The F is face. Obliteration of face. There we go. Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Ryoshu often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected times, but at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief. I suppose your blade is not exactly like theirs. Your uniform is certainly different. And you, who might you be? You certainly wear a rather loud timepiece. Are you unable to communicate otherwise? It sounds like Tyler 1's on the highway. They are our manager. Their vocalizations will not reach your ears. I recognize the scent of your voice. The scent your voice carries, it's familiar. Even in the districts that I have resided in, I have not met fellows who speak as I do. Speak as you do, indeed. Yet I sense familiarity in your choice of verbiage. You must be from District 19 Escorp, are you? Though I have fled, that is where I hail from. I see. So you have also left your home behind. My oh, guys, I think there was an automatic obliteration of face. My compatriots oft share the same fate as we do. Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored. My name is Yi Sang. I've operated on the wounds you have suffered. I just imagined the not at the beginning of the game, right here in this moment, there's a Danganronpa Chiron, Yi Sang. Ultimate guy. So I have acted with such brutishness despite your kindness. Please accept my apologies. Call me Angdu. I am a Salsu from the lineage that deals in blades. Oh, Dante, Maybe we can leave the talking to Yi Sang this time? Looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I nodded, replying quickly to Rhodio's whispers. If you are from District 19 S-Corp territory, then you must be aware of who we are. I'm somewhat aware, though I am far from acquainted with tales of the streets. I have heard that the Blade lineage is bound to no master, no land, yet whence do you flee? It is a tale far too long to be shared in full. All I may divulge is that we had no choice but to seek a territory for us to thrive in. Perhaps there is aught that we could do to assist, should you deign to impart us the particulars of your pursuers. Engdu shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Her eyes at us all? Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion. If you and your fellows were skilled enough to defeat this group of foes, then all of you must be quite capable. Kurokuma clan has put a bounty on our heads, our mentor, my fellows, all of us. Hold on, this ain't just any other strife then. That sounds more personal than your usual turf war. As it has always been, District 19 is fraught with corruption and disturbance to the lives of the public. There is very little that us men and women of the Blade, who seek naught else but to train and walk the path of martial arts, can do to change the wane known as Salpipio agro-industries. Agro-industries. You can tell they're a good company because they got groin in their name. Kick them right in the agro-industries. As the old saying goes, what other choice does a monk who abhors his temple have but to leave it behind? Thus we have departed from our home. So the people of S-Corp suffer still. We have departed in search of a new home, yet it was no easy journey. Most territories have already been made home by others. In order for us to settle, conflict was unavoidable. In the midst of those conflicts, I have the memory of our mentor bringing us to an invitation to enter a library of sorts, some sort of a library. But it was ruinous, you see. Virgilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember the word library always got a genuine reaction out of Virgilius. Oh, hey, Virgilius. I was just going to the public library. Library, you say? Yeah, I'm using my library card to pick out Dr. Seuss books. Like where the wild things are. Yeah. I will play it just after Limbus, after I'm caught up in Limbus, and then we play Ruina, and then we play Lobotomy Corporation. Right? We have to play them backwards. You have the memory? Quite an odd way to phrase your own recollections. We arrived at the library, hoping to escape the Kurokuma clan's clutches. But all we had done was to lead ourselves into just another field of battle. We were handily defeated. Then, all of a sudden, we found ourselves stranded in the back streets of T-Corp. Upon our waking, the bizarreness of such an experience can only be described by an expression just as odd. Mentor Bamboo-Headed Kim. He's the villain. I hate this guy. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that I want him to die without me having to help. I believe that our mentor remains there still. We must make haste to Yongjin Building. Be not so hasty. Such wild movements may tear the wounds that I have. Huh? What the heck? Is she dead? It is no surprise that a sudden rise in blood pressure in lieu of blood supply would cause one to faint. She has merely lost her consciousness. You were right, manager. She did have some useful intel for us. Yongjin Building. I suppose we have some business there, then. Maybe. But I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Or maybe that's that library that we should. Danger, danger. Bunch of people in Mephi's face, swinging swords around black clothes. Passengers move out. Executive manager. They appear to be Kurokuma clan's reinforcements. Well, what can we do? Guess I'll murder. We have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. I won't be able to go much longer because, as I have said, my Wi-Fi here cuts off at 1 a.m. So I have a hard out of 1 a.m. And also I don't think I really want to stay up much longer than that. do I mean, oh, do we? No, we aren't. We're still only hitting one person. Okay. Okay. Oh man, we lost a coin off of Mind Whip. That is a real shame. It's because it's that last hit that does 1,000,000,000 damage. I'm assuming this is one of the fights that got replaced with a chain battle. Do. I'll be happy if the bamboo-hatted Kim fight is also a chain battle, so I can actually use Rodion. Because I am sure at least a couple of my party members will be killed. Hmm. Hmm. Brr, brr, brr. W Corp Otis is cool. It's like a cool unit. Definitely don't regret making it, but also it would have been cool if I could have had more Otis shards. Wait, do you have all three of these have 3 coins? I'm wowed. Okay, this is funny because we have 3 Dullahan. So we can cook here. Heathcliff's gonna kill someone with this Lament More Despair. Oh, yeah, that guy had 1 HP. Heathcliff, what the hell are you doing? That guy was a literally 1, and you used an entire nuclear weapon in order to kill him. Maybe he was Sans, I don't know. Uninvited. Curious. So I think this is the last level we can do tonight. Unless this one is super quick. Do. Bam. Oh god, I am gonna need to actually level up my party for the bamboo-headed Kim fight. Because currently I am not... I struggled when I was on level in the mirror dungeon. If I'm below level and he's more powerful, it's gonna be over. Oh, Heathcliff got staggered. No. We didn't even manage to break all the way through the shield. That is a lot of bleed. Heathcliff, I think you might need a mental health day. This might kill. Nope. Okay. It's fine. I think we win this battle. Maybe. I've seen Yi Sang use his AoE ability maybe like 5 times. Okay. We will actually get to see it now, though. Imagine if Yi Sang had like a Hexnail style ego, right? Because Hexnail is like if you have a negative status effect, Tremor's a negative status effect. That would be good. That would be helpful. Ugh. But they gave it to Sinclair. That did very little damage. Yi Sang, come on, man. I know you can do better than this. Maybe they resisted that damage type. Okay, let's see. What? No. Wait. It's bludgeoning. And they're normal to bludgeoning. Yi saying you just didn't do any damage. You have literally no excuses. Rip dimension, dude. Well, once Otis gets going, up to 2 or 3 charge, she can just obliterate. The skill 2 is really good for giving charge barrier, because charge barrier is good. But the skill 3 is also pretty good. Brr, brr. Bam. Yeah. Using skill 3 is really good. Return to the bus after dispatching the crew of Kumo clan members that attacked the bus, only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat to her bus. Interesting guide. I believe that we both made it quite clear that no guests are to board the bus without prior consultation. That discussion was not even an hour ago, in fact. Yes, we did. No, outsiders, to be exact. Isn't it clear as day as to who she is? I noticed she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo clear emblazoned on her chest. The C team? After team. Okay. The after team. Right. I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder. Wait. Can she hear what you're saying? No, don't. I don't have any talent for TikTok interpretation either. But it was pretty easy to tell with that blank, stupid look they were giving me. Of course, of course, it was a blank look. Dante is a fucking clock for a head. Don't you even have the common decency to mince here? Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude. M team leader Kaiman? Limbus Company clearance after team. Normal operations unit 2. I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the after team in person. Of course not. All them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work. No, I'm pretty sure what they do is clean up all of our messes. Let me set something straight, Backstreet Smut. What? The after team is charged with cleaning up the mess you ungrateful wastes of lives leave behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? We do know. We do the very difficult work of cleaning your stinking shit under the rug. Sweeping your stinking shit under the rug. Waste of lives? Is that how you guys see us? Oh, that's not all. Waste of lives, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shields, maniacs with more luck than they deserve, and then some. Doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic for now, though. You better change your tone. If you give me one reason to, then I will. Oh my god, he thinks he's cool. This guy would definitely get in arguments on Twitter and say, actually, liberal, you've been owned. Unfortunately, it is my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways unless I'm given a good reason to change. He is actually owning the libs on Twitter. Holy. Fine, he's owning the libs on Facebook. He's owning the libs on LinkedIn. Have you ever used LinkedIn, Clever? It's your job to collect the golden boughs no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scrounging up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wit idiots who don't even give a damn about people who have to clean up after them. That's enough, Team Leader Kaiman. Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them. I'm here to relay the orders from the head office. Kaiman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled a paper from within. She began to read it out loud. That's a woman? Sometimes it's hard. LCB, additional mission assignment prior to T-Corp Golden Bough Retrieval Operation. 1. Eliminate and or secure the distortion in the area. 2. Recover the monolith, an artifact in the shape of a black steel from the same site. A monolith? It's from 2001: A Space Odyssey, Dante. Project Moon Gender strikes again. I mean, it is kind of like in my brain, I default to he, him pronouns because that's what I use. Right? Whenever I see a person, I'm like, that person must be me, unless there is some reason I have to assume that they're not me. Distortion? Are you saying that they've already distorted? I don't know. Limbus Company clearance is not part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you, as I happen to be taking care of some other job at T-Corp. I believe that our one and only mission was to recover the golden boughs. Since when did it become our job to play errand boy fixers? Since now. Besides, I don't see what the difference is between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is picking up and delivering the golden boughs, no? Right. I guess the after team is full of grouches like you, huh? Rodion grumbled like she was imagining a department full of Kaimans. Kaiman quietly took a sleeping look at the other complaining sinners, then approached me. Manager Clock. Yes? Can't hear what you're saying anyway, so just listen. Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, since all of you appear to be out of the loop. Kaiman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture. LCB's primary objective is to retrieve the golden boughs. Yes, can't deny that. But parading around, telling everyone that Limbus Company specializes in retrieving the golden boughs would be stupid, don't you agree? And it's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all. I suppose so. I've been wondering about the company's finances for a while. Where do we even get our funding from? Well, there's no need for you to concern yourself with the company's finances. We have much more than enough capital to do what we want. What the company really lacks, however, is public standing and a cause. A cause? Limbus Company decided to find our cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of the distortion phenomenon. Faust told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city. Limbus Company is building our reputation as a professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as a research center for the distortion phenomena, which means that we need to produce real results, in more ways than one, that is. I did hear that this epidemic of distortion phenomena can be pretty annoying to deal with. No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind. We did hear that some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions, but that's all it is, an association. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level. Right, but how's any of that our business? What reason do we have to go all of our way to tussle with those distortions? Because the people paying you want you to do that. I don't, Heathcliff, it's part of your job description. Here's how it's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of our company. Don't they teach you how to follow orders in the slums? Hey, does it? You're not leaving this bus alive. Manager. Cameraman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me. My attitude toward your minions, and the company's attitude toward them, is it all depends on the choices you make, and your leadership. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over. Dante holds it up. I'm in Smash! That would be so cool. That would be so epic. This is what Olympus Company looked like in 2013. At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours. Your men aren't completely wrong. If you would like to focus solely on the primary mission, the Golden Bows, then fine. It's not like the company is going to kick you and your meat shields out. But do understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending on what you decide to do here. Virgilius listens quietly, his eyes shut. Now then, Redgaze, I'll be taking my leave now. Until next time. Fine, but next time, I'd prefer you would watch your language. These meat shields are still under my guidance, so try not to disturb me as well. Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it? Excuse me. Aw, does he care about us? That's heartwarming. She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind. Is she gone? Bloody prick. After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged. Almost burst a blood vessel listening to all that. Thought I'd soften my temper with age. Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys. Imagine you're in a meeting with your boss, and your boss is like, look, someone from upper management is coming. They're gonna say some really stupid things. I need you all to say nothing. Because there's a history in your department of people assaulting upper management. And then after the meeting, your boss has to say this. I don't think she said anything wrong, though. Oh, Honglu. I found her manner of speech quite convenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. I guess that's one way of looking at things. Anyway, she's right that we don't really have much say in the matter. If the company asks us to do our jobs, then we do our jobs. I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues with the following orders. Good soldiers follow orders. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of note was in there. An old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and mission location, Yongjin building. Let's go, Karan. Yongjin? Raidberg? I got it. I'm feeling it. Bzz, 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 bzz. Here we go. Judging by their lack of surprise, both Karan and Virgilius already knew where to go, and the bus took off. Oh, that's why the end of their capes are all tattered. That makes sense. Okay. I think we're gonna... Alright. Am I... Is anyone I'm following live? Nope. Alright. And I think I'm just gonna stop. Good night, Clever.